Hello, Mel. Hello, Cornelia. Hello, Bernadette. How are all of you? Like, did you have a lovely Christmas? I did have a very good Christmas, thank you. I had a lovely time with my mum. I didn't have to do any cooking. My husband did it all. I had to do cleaning up though. And we all know what men are like when they cook, but it was nice. Um, Hi, Linda. Hi, Jenny. How were your Christmases? What was yours like, Mel? Hot? Yeah. Hello, Rebecca. Yeah, I feel like that, Mel. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Christine. How's it in Scotland, Christine? Hello, Andrea. Nice to see you. Hello, Maria. No, it's cold and raining. Good. I'm glad, Cornelia. I'm glad you did. Yeah, it was all very I think I had a little too much of the fizzy champagne. Um oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Linda. Yeah, a little much too champagne for me, but I got some lovely gifts, though that's not what it's about. But I got some lovely silver jewelry off my husband. Yeah, and I got some lovely things. Right, let's crack on. Maria, London freezing. Lovely. Right, okay. Now, okay, right. Well done, glad you... Oh dear. I did enjoy myself, Caroline, a bit too much. And there's still plenty of time to go, isn't there? That's the trouble. I did enjoy the champagne, Cornelia. Thank you very much. Yes, I did. Right, let's kick off then. So, mini readings as per normal, and also pulling cards. I'm going to try some different cards today. I keep being drawn to use these, but I keep going back to my angel cards because I'm comfortable with them. But I'm going to give these a go today. So, the cards that I've got today, you can't really see them on here, but they're fairy cards. So they've got a little note on them as well. So I shall read that and then we'll see how we go. Right, okay. I am first of all going to see who I've got in the spirit world. So just bear with me. Okay, I've got a gentleman with me, and I believe that this father is gentleman. Okay, now this gentleman, he's tall. I want to say he's 6 foot. Um, he's a bigger build. He's not overweight, but he's a bigger build, I want to say. He's not slim. But yeah, I just feel he's a little bit of a bigger build. But he's got a really lovely smile on his face as well. Um, and a little bit of a cheeky a little bit of a cheeky grin. Now, this gentleman would have passed to the spirit world with... Okay, I feel he would have passed the spirit world with a cancer condition, this gentleman. And I'm being told prostate. So I don't know if anyone can understand that. So a gentleman, he's about 6 foot tall. He's got a lovely smile, but also a cheeky grin on his face. He's dressed, um, he's dressed quite smartly, I have to say. So I don't know if he's going out. Linda, you say you can understand that with your dad, can you? Okay. Cornelia could be your husband. Um, right, okay. Mel, can you understand with this? Were you close to this gentleman? And can you understand everything else that I've said to you about him? Because I do feel drawn to you, Mel, but I just want to make sure that you can take everything. because I do feel that I'm drawn to you. So what I'm going to do with this gentleman, you say he was pot, we're very close and can understand everything else, right? Okay, so he was someone you were close with. I'm going to work with you, Mel. He was someone that you were close with, and I feel also as well he was a gentleman that would have had he would have had quite an infectious laugh. I feel when he would start laughing, I want to say that in the end of it, he'd have everybody laughing. I just feel that he was that type of man. He was quite a funny man, but I do want to say that he also liked to look smart as well. He liked to look smart. Um, and I want to say as well, he wasn't too bothered about his looks, Mel, but he was a good looking man. That's what I want to say. He was a good looking man. He was quite, he wasn't slim build, but he wasn't overweight. I want to say, he was just a bit, he was in proportion. That's what I want to say. Medium build in proportion. But I do want to say with him, Mel, that I do feel with him that he liked his food. I do want to say that about him, Mel. I feel that he liked his food. And I want to say, I want to say, Mel, that would he have been a meat eater? I just keep seeing meat. So I want to say that he would have liked his meat. Whether or not that was cooked, he loved his food. Lovely, thank you. Um, would you have a memory, Mel, with him, um, of all being together for like either like a barbecue or a gathering or something? There's just a lot of you all together. I can just see it, and I can see him. I don't know if he was cooking as well. I don't know if he was cooking as well, but I've got a gathering, and I also want to say with him, would he have liked a beer? Would he have liked those beer? What is it? Lager, isn't it? Beer, lager. I can just see one of those bottles of sort of bottles of lager. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't. I don't drink lager, so I don't know what they're called or anything. Oh, he made his own, did he? Right, okay. He loved his beer and made his own. That would be it then. And I also want to say, Mel, that was quite strong as well. Would you understand that? I want to say that homebrew was great brew. That's what I want to say about him as well. Um, what else? What else are you showing me? I want to say that he would have been very good at socializing. He liked socializing. He was a very amenable man. He was a man that could talk to anyone, but he was also a man that he could bring you out of yourself. He sort of oozed, he had confidence, but through his confidence, I want to say that he gave you confidence, Mel, or um he gave you what did he give you? He gave you guidance, he gave you strength. He made you feel as though you could do anything and everything if that's what you wanted to do. That's what I want to say about him as well. I want to say, Mel, he was quite an intelligent man as well. I do feel he was quite a knowledgeable man. I don't know what he did for a job because, again, they're not showing me, so I'm not going to make it up. But I do feel he was very wise as well, Mel. Very wise. Now I've got the names. I've got the name David George, and I've got the name Brian. David, George, and Brian. If you can take any of those names. I also want to give you the month of June, and I want to give you the second week in June for an anniversary or a passing. I don't know if you can take that second week in June, sort of in the teens. Yeah, right. I'm going to go to the reason. Oh, and I've also got the number 12. I don't know if the number 12 means anything. Got the number 12. Right, I'm going to go. His birthday is June, but can't take the second week. Oh, well, I'm nearly there. Okay, so I'm going to go to the reason why he's come through. Okay, so let me see. What has he come through to say to you? Okay, so he's saying, oh, well, that could be it then, Mel. That could be it. He's come through to say he's coming through today with a lot of pride for you. Okay, a lot of pride and a lot of joy as well, Mel. A lot of joy as well. He wants to say to you that knowing you and having you in his life was the tonic that he needed. That's what I want to say to you. You were a tonic that he needed. He's saying you were always so smiley, so sunny, and always so inquisitive, wanting to know what that was, who did this, all of that sort of stuff. He loved that. And he valued the time spent with you. And he valued he's getting his words all mixed up. He valued the time spent with you, okay? And he also used to enjoy your conversations, because I feel that your conversations could be not only interesting, he's saying, but sometimes they would be, you would both be on different sides, is what I want to say. But he found your conversations very, very interesting, and he loved that about you. He also wants to say to you that he's so proud, okay? He's so proud of you and of the woman that you have become, okay? Because I feel what he's saying is, Mel, that it hasn't always been plain sailing for you. He said, but you have always held your head high, all right? Held your head high. And you've always gone after what you want and what you feel that you need to have. And he wants to say to you that looking down on you now, he couldn't be prouder. He's always there. He's always around you. All right. And I don't know why I keep seeing a puzzle book. I don't know. Did you do puzzles together, Mel? I don't know. But I'm going to leave his love with you, okay? And say, thank you very much for working with me. He was lovely. He was lovely man. And I feel he would have liked this time of year as well. He would have been in his element. So, yeah, great. He did a newspaper puzzle every morning. There we go then. That's what he's showing me. That was his gift. Right, okay. I'm going to pull a card now. So I'm going to pull a card for Alison Plumley. So I've just seen your name, Alison, and I'm drawn to you. So I'm going to pull you a card. If you could just say hi so I know that you're welcome, Mel. You're welcome. I hope I've said that right, Alison Plumley. Right, Alison, are you here? Well, I'm just gonna go on with the card then. So these cards are fairy cards, so these are different, okay? Now the card that I've got for you is a card called Magical Gateway. So it's of a, so you can see there that there is a door, and there is a gateway, and there you've got the fairy there, and it's there to be taken, but she's there and she's hesitant. Alison, could you just acknowledge that you're still on? I'm gonna go with it anyway. Right, I'm gonna read what the card says. It takes courage. Oh, you're there, lovely Alison. Did you see the card? I'll just show it to you again. They're a bit blurry, these cards. It's a card of a fairy, and there's a gateway, and she's standing there, primed. So it says, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Right, Alison. Would you understand, Alison, that you're sort of that you need to move forward, Alison, is what I'm saying. I feel like you feel at the moment as though you're being held back, whether that's because you're in a certain situation, whether that be a relationship or work. I just feel with you, you're quite hesitant to take that step forward, okay, in whatever it is you need to do, because I don't actually know what that is. But what this card is saying to me, it is that now is the time for you, Alison, to make that change, okay, to make that change and to move forward, okay. And by moving forward and putting one foot, Alison, in front of the other, this will take you to where you need to go. Because I feel with you at the moment that you're slightly feel like you're suppressed. I feel that there's more of you. It's like, it's a bit like a butterfly in a chrysalis. I feel that that's the way you are at the moment with things. And you want to move forward. You want to fly out of that, is it the catacomb or whatever it's called? And once you do that, Alison, things are just going to start to get better, because they will get better. You just need to take that step forward. You need to get rid of that, and you need to move forward and grasp what is coming. Okay. And I do feel with you that this is going to be, it's not going to be long before this. I think you've been feeling like this for a while, Alison, I have to say. And I just feel with you that now is your time to take that leap. Am I making sense to you, Alison? Yeah, that's just what I just feel you're on the cusp of something you've always wanted. Something you've always wanted and always needed, but you've held yourself back. That's what I feel with you. Okay, Alison? So what I want to say to you, Alison, is thank you. What I want to say to you is now is your time, okay? Don't think about it anymore. Just go. Just do it. And there will be positiveness on the other side. All right. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you very much for working with me. Right. Let me see. I'm going back to the spirit world. Just bear with me. Okay, I've got a lady with me, and I feel as though this lady, I want to say that this lady is mother. Okay, this lady is probably between, I don't know, 5'3" and 5'5". I don't think she's much taller than that. Um, she's dressed very elegantly. I feel that she's a very elegant lady, this lady. And I also want to say with her as well that she would have always looked nice. She would have always made sure that she had some makeup on, and she would always make sure that her hair was nice as well. But I do feel she was of slim build. I want to say slim to medium build. Um, she was a very she was a very she was a real mum. That's what I want to say about her. She was a real mum. Her children were her world. That's what I want to say. Her children were her world. All right. um I also want to say I feel that she may have passed to the spirit world with I want to say a condition of either the chest or the lungs, because again this lady is making me, I'm finding it difficult to breathe. My chest feels very tight. um right, so Caroline, this sounds like your nan. Were you very close to your nan, Caroline? Andrea, you say it was your mum. And Helen, you say it was your mum. Can you all understand what I've said so far? Andrea is lung. Caroline, she was like your mother. Right, okay. Helen, your mother had pneumonia at the end. Where am I? Caroline, I do feel like I'm with you, Caroline. So I'm going to work with you. Everybody else, please keep listening, but I'm going to work with you, Caroline. Okay. So you would understand this lady. She was a very elegant lady. She wasn't a lady that was in your face, but she was a lady that was always there. She was a lady that was always there for you if you needed her. As I said, she was a very homely person. She loved her home. Her home was like, oh, it was just so, there was so much love in her home, Caroline. Can you understand that? Just, she was always there. She was always doing. I want to say that she was very house proud. She loved her home. She loved her home, and her home wasn't a show home as such. You could live in her home. And I do want to say that I feel with her as well that a lot of time would be spent in the kitchen. I just feel she liked to be in the kitchen. But I just want to say she was very proud of her home as well. I also want to say, Caroline, as well, that she was always there for other people. I want to say that she would have been respected by a lot of people, and she would have had a lot of friends, because she was someone who was always there for everyone. Um, she was a beautiful cook. That's why she's taken me into the kitchen. And I just feel it was so, the kitchen was homely. Did you have a table in the kitchen, Caroline? Can you confirm whether or not there was a table? I just feel that there would have been a table that you would have been able to sit round, and have a nice cup of tea, something like that. Also, I want to say, I'm going to have to say it, because she, yes, and lots remembered her for what she did. Yes, we did. Lovely, thank you. Would she have ever worn gloves, Caroline? Because she's showing me these gloves on her hands. I don't know if they're like smooth gloves or whether they're sort of like thick outdoor gloves, but I can just, or did you wear gloves as a child for some reason? I don't know why I'm getting gloves. I don't know if you can understand that or can help me out with that. Um, is that yes a lot of times to wearing gloves? Because she just keeps showing me. She keeps showing me these gloves. Did she go to church, Caroline? Did she ever go to church? Or was she involved with her church? Can you understand that? Because I just feel that she was involved with her community that where she lived. I don't know if you can understand that, Caroline, or not. You say that she was a great cook. I can see. I feel with her. Yes, she did. She loved church, right? Okay, so I feel that's where she would have worn her gloves. So I don't feel they were full on gloves, but I feel that going to church, was part of her weekend, and she was involved with that as well. Would you also understand, Caroline, that she liked to be outside? And when I say she liked to be outside, I feel that she liked to get fresh air. And I want to say that you and her would have spent time outside together. I want to say that about her with you. And did she like her? She did wear, right, lovely. Well, at least we've got that right. Um, and did she like her garden, Caroline? Because I can see her on her knees. I don't know if she liked to tend to her garden. But also I feel she liked to be out in open spaces. And I also want to say, Caroline, that you're a good cook and you would have learned a lot from her. You would have learned a lot from her, even just by looking, but you would help as well. That's what I want to say. She's just like showing me sort of all these things, and I feel that she was very good at making a cake. But the one thing, oh right, Caroline, okay. She did love her garden and she liked colour in her garden as well. That's what I want to say. She liked colour. I feel that she was a very colourful lady. She always looked lovely, never drab. Yeah, so back onto what she was saying, I do feel with her, like you say, she would have taught you quite a lot. But not only about cooking, I feel that she was someone that you could be with and you could talk to about anything. And I also want to say, Caroline, I feel like being there was like a safe haven for you as well. And you could be yourself. I get the impression that you weren't always allowed to be who you were, if you can understand that. But I feel when you were with her, you could just be you. You could just be you when you were with her. She had this way of just bringing you out of yourself, manifesting you is what I want to say. Yeah, sorry, she's saying something to me as well. Nature, she's saying. Um I believe that she liked nature. Right. Don't tell me any more, please, Caroline. I don't want to know any more. Yeah. So, but then knowing that now about both of you, um, I want to say that nature played a great part as well. Right. I've got the name Elizabeth, I've got the name Mary, and I've got the name Alice. So Elizabeth, Mary, and Alice. Okay. Those are the three names I've got for you. I want to give you the number 6, and I also want to give you the month. I want to give you the month of June, and I want to give you the third week in June, which I believe is summer solstice. But I don't know why, but they're saying to me the third week in June is significant for you. So I'm just giving that to you. Right, I'm going to go to... Oh, lovely. Lovely. Right, let's go to the message of what she's come through to say to you today, Caroline. Right, what have you come to say? Okay, Caroline. So she's saying that you are moving. Okay, she's saying that you are moving onto your next phase. Okay, so what I believe with that, and what she's telling me, is your mediumship is starting to take a different direction. Okay, it's starting to take a different direction. And I want to say that you feel this, you know this at the moment, you know this. But what she's saying to you is, Caroline, that you need to open your heart even more. Okay, you need to open your heart and not keep anything in. Not keep anything in. All right, you go for this 110%, because your guides are waiting for you. Okay, they're waiting for you to make this next step. Okay, and I also feel with you as well that there are a couple of new guides as well. All right, so what your grandmother wants you to do, and she's here as well, but you know that, Caroline, you know that she's there. She's there for you as well to help you along your journey, but you just need to open your heart. Okay, open your heart and your chakras and just let them out, and let the spirit world take you on this next journey. All right, Caroline, that is what she wants to say. Okay, now I'm getting some really funny gifts. She's giving me a pot of jam. So whether or not she made jam, I don't know, but she's giving you a pot of jam. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you very much for working with me. And I look forward to your journey. Lovely. Right. Who am I going to pull a card for? Linda Owen. Linda, I'm going to pull a card for you because I keep being drawn back to your name. So I'm going to pull a card from you. Here we go. Oh, Caroline, you do make me laugh. Right, Linda, if you could just let me know that you're here, that would be great. Okay, so Linda, the card that I've got for you is a card called Purity. I don't know if you'll be able to see this because the colours are quite. I'll explain it. So Purity. So there we go. There's a beautiful fairy there, and she's in pink with lots of crystals. And then she's next to her, she's got this beautiful white unicorn with her as well. And he is holding a light in his mouth, a light to lead the way. Okay. And you've also got lots of stars and beautiful pink stars and a pink sky as well. So I'll read what the card says, Linda, and then we'll go from there. So this card, purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your questions. Linda, would you understand at the moment that you're slightly overwhelmed, that you're I want to say you're slightly overwhelmed and you're not quite sure which way to go. I want to say, and I don't mean other people, but I want to say it's like you're being pulled from pillar to post, but internally. Would you understand that, Linda? And would you also understand that you haven't been feeling, I want to say, I don't feel you've been feeling 100% recently. That's what I want to say. And I feel also with you, Linda, as well, that you're thinking about, I feel that you don't quite know what the way forward is for you. Yes, right, okay. I just feel with you at the moment that there's so much going on with you that you just really don't know. And also as well with you, Linda, would you understand that you're trying to push forward, but it's like you take one step forward and then you take one step back. Would you understand that, Linda, with you as well? And 100, right, okay. And I also want to say that there are people around you who are trying to help you. But I just feel with you at the moment that it's a bit like with you, Linda, it's a bit like self-preservation. I just feel that you're trying to self-preserve yourself, really. And I just feel that these noises or voices or people that you have trying to help, they're not helping. Okay, so I'm just going to read what this says again. Okay, it says, always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your question. What I want to say to you, Linda, is you listen to you. Okay, don't listen to anybody else. You listen to you, and you listen to what it is that you want. Okay, what it is that you want and when you want it. Okay, because I do feel that although you're feeling a bit of you don't really know whether you're up or down at the moment, I do feel that you're starting to become that little bit stronger, Linda. Okay, but what I want to say is you do this in your own time, but there is that light there being held for you. Okay, that light is going to guide you through, Linda. Okay, so I just feel when you're ready, then you go, but not until then. All right, so I'm going to leave that card with you, Linda, and I'm going to also leave you with a lot of love because I do feel that you need it. Okay, so take care, Linda. Right, what am I going to do now? I'm going to pull another card, but I'm going to go back to my other pack. And I'm going to pull a card for Lisa Paris. Lisa, I'm going to pull a card for you, Lisa. So just shuffle them. You're welcome, Linda. You are welcome. Right, Lisa, what have we got for you? Right, okay, Lisa. So for you, I have got, these are our angel cards. These aren't the fairy cards. These are the angel cards. I've got a card that's called What Do You Desire? Okay. So this card, again, I must clear my screen. I'm trying so there's no backlash, but there is. So I'll explain it anyway. So it's a fairy and she's in a garden, a beautiful garden. She's a bit shimmered, so that's why you can't sort of see her, but she's got some beautiful peonies and some peony flowers and things with her as well, and she's wearing this beautiful shawl and she has the green trees all around her. So I'm going to read what it says. What do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Right, okay, so this is a very positive card for you, Lisa, a very positive card. What this card is saying is now is your time. You can now have what you've been working towards, Lisa, okay? You have the opportunity now to write your own script. So you have the opportunity now to turn your life the way that you want to. All right. You need to, I want to say with you, Lisa, that sometimes you have so many things, ideas and things going round in your head that sometimes your head becomes a little bit fuzzy. And what I want to say with the card, Lisa, is that you maybe need to just quieten that brain down a bit, because what this card is saying to you is you can have whatever you want once you have decided what that is, rather than maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Once you decide on which way you're going and what you were going before, those gates are going to flood open for you. Okay. I want to say to you as well that I feel with you that you've done lots of things, and you're very good. But I want to say to you that now is the time. You understand, I'm glad. Now is the time for you to do what you want to do, but you make sure that it's the right thing for you, not anybody else, the right thing for you, Lisa. Because I feel, again, with you, that it's coming. All right? It definitely is. And you need to grab it by the horns. All right. So I hope that card helps. But it's very positive, Lisa. You can write your own book. So you do that and then see what an impact you make. All right. So I'll leave that with you. Right. I'm going to go back to Spirit World. See who we got. Okay, I've got a gentleman with me. I want to say this gentleman is between 5'10" to 6 foot. This gentleman is a bit on the heavier side. He's probably got a bit of a belly on him. He likes his food. I also want to say that I think he probably liked a beer or two as well. Excuse me. He's dressed quite casually, I have to say. He's got trousers on and a shirt on, and I feel he would have always had a jacket. Yeah, maybe a leather jacket. I don't mean a biker's jacket. I just mean like a leather jacket, something like that. Um, Sounds like your dad does it. Okay, well I'll just go on with a little bit with a little bit more. Um, yeah, he loved his food. He definitely loved his food. He was he was very hard working as well, this gentleman. Um, he was a gentleman that would get his sleeves rolled up, you know, and I do feel that his shirt sleeves would have been rolled up. The thing with him is I don't feel that he would have worked in an office. I feel he would have worked. I don't know necessarily would have worked outside, but I feel he would have worked with his hands. You can take this, can you, Andrea? Can you understand, Andrea, when I say he worked with his hands? Can you understand that? Did he have a trade? Did he have a trade, Andrea? Mary, you say your granddad. Did he have? Oh gosh. Now, I feel like I'm with you, Bernadette. I do feel, because I did get that partner thing. I can you understand everything I've said to you, Bernadette? Because I do feel like I'm with you. If you could just Right, I am with you, Bernadette. I'm going to work with you, Bernadette, if that's okay. So, yeah, he had the belly too, and also, Bernadette, would you understand with him that he had a real laugh on him? You know, when he started laughing, most people started laughing also. And I also want to say with him, Bernadette, I feel like he liked to be the practical joker. You know, he liked to be the practical joker. That's what I want to say about him, but not in a horrible way, in a nice way. And I also want to say about him as well that he had this he had this lovely sense of loving life. That's what I want to say. A lovely sense of loving life. And to him, life was for living. It wasn't for moaning. It wasn't for worrying. Life was for living. And I feel that he was a very, very fun. And I want to say that you and him would have had so much fun. So much fun. He's just, I do feel with him that he would be first up on the dance. He like get you up on the dance floor, and once you got him up on the dance floor, you couldn't get rid of him. You know, and he didn't care. He didn't care. Who was looking at him? He was just enjoying himself, and I feel that he just brought that out in you. I also want to say with him, would you have ever gone to the coast with him, Bernadette? Because I can see him walking down the seafront, and I can see him with one of those Oh, what do you call it? What's that pink stuff? What's that pink stuff? Oh God, I can't remember what it is. Used to get it at the seas. Candy floss. Candy floss. That's what I want to say. Thank you. Yeah, candy floss. Um, and he would have some candy floss, or you both would. And he loved going to the seaside. He loved donuts. I want to say ring donuts as well, Bernadette. Ring donuts. Oh dear. He would have had plenty. He would have had plenty of those. Um, and also, I want to say that you would have gone. I don't know if you'd have gone down to the coast for a holiday, but I feel that you would have gone and seen shows, together. You would go out together a lot, and see shows. But then also with him, yes, those donuts made me ill. They didn't make him ill, did they? He's making me laugh because he's saying they didn't make me ill. I really loved them. So yeah. But he also, as well, Bernadette, he had that really softness about him. He was like a big teddy bear, and I want to say he couldn't do enough for you. He couldn't do enough, and he just, you felt so safe when you were with him, like nothing could ever get you, and he would tell you that. And he would also, I want to say, with him as well, there would be little gestures from him for you, just little things, not things that cost a lot of money, but they meant a lot. They meant a lot to you. That's what I want to say about them. They meant a lot to you. And would you understand that he would have liked a pint? Was it a pint or was it a bottle? He just keeps going like this, so I'm not quite sure. What else is he saying to me? What are you saying? Did you and him? Okay, now this is. Did you and him ever play Twister, Bernadette? You know that game where you would have the mat and you had to twist over each other. I can see him doing it. So I don't know if you did that or not. He liked to drink. Yeah, he certainly did like a drink, didn't he? Right, I've got the names Paul, the name Paul. I've got the name Simon, and I've also got the name Alfie. Paul, Simon, and Alfie. Okay. And I also want to give you the month of September. And I want to give you the middle of September, I think, for an anniversary or a passing. Yeah, sorry, he's making me smile. He's so happy. He would have loved Christmas as well. Christmas would have been a real big thing for him at Christmas. Oh, right, lovely. Thank you. Right, I'm going to go to the reason why he's come through to see you, Bernadette. So he has come through with the most enormous amount of love for you, but love, and also he wants to bring you some laughter as well. Some laughter, some love and some laughter. Okay. He wants to say to you that you were his soulmate. The day that he met you, he's saying, was the day that life began. He couldn't have been, he's saying he couldn't have been more in love with someone than he was with you. You brought out the good in him, Bernadette. That's what he wants to say to you. You brought out in him the want of a family, the want of that closeness. You made him, and he wants you to know for that, you know, he is eternally grateful, Bernadette, eternally grateful. I wish I could give you what I'm feeling. He also says as well, he wants you to know that he knows that there's been tears, and he knows that, you know, there's been highs and there's been lows for you. And he's saying that he wished he could be there, but he is there. So I don't know if you feel spirit around you, Bernadette, or not, but he is around you. Okay. And he wants you to enjoy your life. He wants you to grasp each day as you did together. Okay. He wants you to do that. He wants nothing more for you than for your life to be good. That's just he's saying. Full of love. Okay. And full of joy and full of happiness. He's giving you the permission to do that, Bernadette. Okay. He's always here, and I'm sure you talk to him. And I just want to leave his love with you, Bernadette. I really, really do. He was a lovely man, a lovely man. Right. Okay. So I've come to my time again. It all goes so quickly. You're welcome, Bernadette. You really are. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your Christmas break. I don't go back to work till the beginning of January. So have a wonderful new year, and I will see you all again soon. So take care, everyone. Goodbye.